Check out this incredible classic, a 1953 Chevrolet Coupe that's been lovingly maintained and is now available for $24,995 in Missoula, Montana. This beauty is in superb condition, and it's clear that the owners have put a lot of time and effort into keeping it in top shape. First off, let's talk about the specs. This Chevrolet Coupe is powered by a reliable engine paired with an automatic transmission, ensuring a smooth and enjoyable ride. With 68,196 miles on the odometer, it's evident that this car has been driven with care over the years. The exterior and interior both feature a sophisticated gray color, giving the car a timeless and elegant look. Inside, you'll find a fully loaded interior that promises comfort and convenience. The vehicle boasts Arctic cold air conditioning, which is a fantastic feature for those warm summer drives. The seller describes the car as having a smooth ride and encourages potential buyers to take it for a test drive to truly appreciate its performance. And if you're worried about maintenance, don't be. The seller notes that the vehicle runs well and drives great, suggesting that it's been well cared for mechanically. This attention to detail and maintenance is crucial for a classic car, ensuring that it remains reliable and enjoyable to drive. Of course, as with any used car, it's always a good idea to get a thorough inspection before making a purchase. But based on the seller's description, this Chevrolet Coupe looks like it's in fantastic shape. The asking price of $24,995 might seem like a significant investment, but when you consider the car's condition and the pleasure it offers, it could be a fair price for the right buyer. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Chevrolet that's been well maintained and offers plenty of style and character, this 1953 Coupe is definitely worth checking out. With its smooth ride and fully loaded features, it's sure to provide plenty of enjoyment for its next owner. Just be prepared to act fast. With a car this cool, it's sure to generate plenty of interest from other enthusiasts.
If you're finding value in what we're sharing, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support helps us create more great content. Thank you.
Let's continue with a 1950 Ford Custom that's up for sale in Albuquerque, New Mexico for $20,000. This classic ride has a lot to offer, but it's important to note that it's not without its unique modifications. First, let's talk about the good stuff. According to the seller, this Ford Custom, often referred to as a shoebox, has undergone a full restoration inside and out, making it a great candidate for car shows. The car runs great, having been converted to a 12-volt system, which is a significant upgrade for reliability and usability. It's a turnkey car, meaning it's ready to drive and enjoy without needing immediate work. The odometer shows 53,100 miles, which is quite reasonable for a vehicle of this vintage. The seller mentions that the front clip has been swapped with one from a 1949 Ford, along with a bunch of other parts, which could add to its appeal for those who appreciate custom touches. These modifications might not be for everyone, but they certainly give the car a unique character and could be a talking point at car shows. Now, let's address the potential concerns. The car's exterior is green, but there's no mention of the interior color, which might be something to inquire about if you're interested. While the car is described as clean, it's always wise to inspect the quality of the restoration work to ensure it meets your standards, especially if you're considering it for show purposes. As for the price, the seller is asking $20,000 or best offer for this Ford Custom. That might seem like a fair price for a fully restored classic, especially given the rarity and desirability of these shoebox Fords. However, it's crucial to remember that custom cars can have varying values based on the quality and extent of the modifications. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic car with a bit of custom flair and a story to tell, this 1950 Ford Custom might be worth checking out. Just be sure to do your due diligence and get a thorough inspection before making any decisions. With its unique modifications and restored condition, it could be a standout choice for anyone looking to own a piece of automotive history with a personal touch. Today's treat is a beauty, a 1952 Hudson Hornet that's sure to turn heads wherever it goes. First off, let's talk about the condition of this classic. According to the seller, the car is in excellent condition, which is impressive for a vehicle that's over 70 years old. The exterior boasts a striking red paint job complemented by new chrome plating, ensuring it shines brightly on the road. The undercarriage and body appear solid, which is always a good sign when it comes to vintage cars. Inside, you'll find a newly refurbished leather interior with period-correct fabrics, offering a blend of luxury and nostalgia. The interior color is a tasteful off-white, adding to the car's classic appeal. This Hornet has been well-maintained and garage-kept, preserving its condition over the years. Under the hood, you'll find a twin H-Power twin-carbureted 308 CI straight, 6-engine paired with a dual-range 4-speed hydromatic transmission, providing a smooth and powerful ride. One thing that really sets this Hornet apart is its comprehensive documentation. The sale includes the original service policy, owner's manual, radio manual, workshop book, and accessory folder, along with spare parts. This level of documentation is a treasure for any classic car enthusiast, offering a glimpse into the car's history and maintenance. Now, let's talk about the price. The seller is asking $35,590 for this Hornet. While that might seem a bit steep for some buyers, it's important to remember that classic cars like this one, especially with such extensive documentation and excellent condition, are becoming increasingly rare and desirable. The odometer shows 531 miles, which likely reflects the mileage since refurbishment. It's worth noting that the car runs and drives well, and it features wide white wall tires with fender skirts, adding to its vintage charm. If you're in the market for a classic Hudson that's been meticulously maintained and has plenty of style and character, this 1952 Hornet is definitely worth checking out. Just be prepared to act fast. With a car this cool, it's sure to generate plenty of interest from other enthusiasts. Get ready for a classic ride, a 1953 Plymouth Cambridge that's sure to get your heart racing. First off, let's talk about the condition of this vintage beauty. According to the seller, this Plymouth has spent its entire life on the West Coast, which is a huge plus for anyone looking for a well-preserved vehicle. The car is in exceptional condition, a testament to its pampered life and full restoration, where no expense was spared. Now let's get to the really exciting part, the engine. This Cambridge boasts its original 218 flathead 6-cylinder engine, paired with a 3-speed manual transmission, providing a smooth and reliable driving experience reminiscent of the golden age of automobiles. The car has been upgraded to a 12-volt system, ensuring that all electrics are in perfect working condition, making it ready to hit the road and turn heads. One thing that really sets this car apart is its pristine condition. Recently refinished in its original sea mist color, the exterior shines like new, capturing the elegance of its era. The interior has been reupholstered, including the headliner, giving it a fresh and elegant look. The engine bay has been meticulously painted and detailed, ensuring its mechanical soundness and visual appeal. As for the price, the seller is asking $16,500 for this Plymouth. While that might seem like a fair price for a classic car, it's important to remember that vintage automobiles like this one, especially in such pristine condition, are becoming increasingly rare and desirable. With only 300 miles on the clock since its restoration, this Cambridge is a true collector's dream, offering a rare opportunity to own a piece of automotive history. Located in Gladstone, Oregon, this vehicle is easily accessible for viewing and test driving. If you're in the market for a classic Plymouth that's been meticulously maintained and restored, this 1953 Cambridge is definitely worth checking out. With its original engine, stunning restoration, and timeless style, it's a must-have for any true car enthusiast. Don't miss out on the chance to own this timeless beauty and enjoy driving a piece of history. Happy driving! Discover something truly special, a 1939 Ford Deluxe convertible coupe that's looking for a new home. This vintage car has a lot to offer, but it's important to note that it's not without its quirks. First, let's talk about the good stuff. Under the hood, you'll find a 6V all-stock engine, which should provide a reliable and authentic driving experience. The seller also mentions that the car runs and drives, which is always a good sign for classic cars for sale. The exterior of the car is finished in a striking green paint job, complemented by a brown interior, creating a timeless and elegant look. The car also features an older repaint, which maintains its vintage charm while adding a touch of freshness. Additionally, the inclusion of a Carter electric fuel pump and a heater enhances the car's functionality, making it more practical for various driving conditions. The rumble seat is a delightful feature, offering a nostalgic nod to the past and providing extra seating for passengers. Now, let's address some of the potential downsides. The seller describes the car as being in good condition, but it's important to keep in mind that this is a subjective term. Without seeing the car in person or getting a more detailed description of its condition, it's hard to say exactly what good means in this case. The odometer reads 63,812 miles, which, while not excessively high for a car of this age, may not reflect the true mileage due to the car's long history. As for the price, the seller is asking $40,000 for this convertible coupe. While that might seem a bit steep for a car with some potential question marks around its condition, it's important to remember that vintage cars like this one are becoming increasingly rare and desirable. Overall, if you're in the market for a retro car with some potential for upgrades and improvements, this 1939 Ford Deluxe convertible coupe might be worth checking out. Just be sure to do your due diligence and get a thorough inspection before making any decisions. If you're looking for a show-quality car or a numbers-matching original, this might not be the best choice for you. Here's a treat for the car lovers: a 1952 Chevrolet Skyline Deluxe two-door coupe that's sure to turn heads wherever it goes. First off, let's talk about the specs. Under the hood, you'll find a 235 cubic inch engine, reportedly bored 30 over with a mild cam and dual carburetors, paired with a manual transmission featuring 3 on the tree shifting. The seller notes that the car has approximately 52,169 miles, which is quite impressive for a vintage car of this age. Inside, the interior is finished in a classic gray, complementing the burgundy exterior, which gives this retro car a timeless appeal. The seller highlights that the front-end suspension, brakes, and master cylinder are all new, along with the rear brakes. Additionally, the transmission has been rebuilt with a new clutch and pressure plate, ensuring smooth gear transitions. A new gas tank and carpet have also been installed, indicating that significant effort has been made to maintain and upgrade this classic vehicle. This attention to detail suggests that the previous owner took great care in preserving the car's condition. Now, let's address some of the potential downsides. The seller describes the car as being in very good condition, but it's important to keep in mind that this is a subjective term. Without seeing the car in person or getting a more detailed description of its condition, it's hard to say exactly what very good means in this case. As for the price, the seller is asking $21,000. While that might seem a bit steep for a car that's over 70 years old, it's important to remember that classic cars for sale like this Chevrolet are becoming increasingly rare and desirable. With the included upgrades and maintenance history, this Skyline Deluxe could be a great starting point for a restoration project or a fun weekend driver. Overall, if you're in the market for a vintage car with some nice features and a bit of a story to tell, this 1952 Chevrolet Skyline Deluxe is definitely worth checking out. Just be sure to do your due diligence and get a thorough inspection before making any decisions. This car's got that old-school charm that just makes you smile. We've got an exclusive preview for you: a 1951 Dodge B2 Pilot House short bed low side pickup with a deluxe package that's ready to hit the road. First off, let's talk about the condition of this beauty. According to the seller, this rare pickup is in clean condition, showcasing a stunning blue exterior that pairs beautifully with its tan interior. The deluxe package adds unique features like the ram hood ornament, vent windows, corner cab windows, interior cab light, headliner, dual sun visors, dual horns, a full steering wheel horn rim, and a polished stainless grille. The polished oak bed floor with stainless dividers is a standout feature, adding a touch of elegance to this classic truck. Under the hood, you'll find a 218 CD flathead 6-cylinder engine delivering 95 horsepower, paired with a 3-speed manual transmission with a column shifter. The truck runs smoothly on the highway at 55-60 plus mph, maintaining its original 6-volt electric system with a foot-operated starter. All gauges are functional, and it includes an aftermarket AM/FM radio, though it lacks turn signals. The factory rear bumper, a rare option, adds to its uniqueness, along with new dual exterior mirrors and brackets. During the past year, the truck has received several new components, including crank and rod bearings, a new rear main seal, white-wall radial 15-inch tires and wheels, new gas shock absorbers, and a new steering tie rod and rod ends. The front wheels have been aligned, ensuring a smooth and stable ride. The seller mentions the truck has approximately 43,000 miles, which is quite impressive for a vehicle of this age. As for the price, the seller is asking $20,000. While that might seem a bit steep for some buyers, it's important to remember that vintage cars like this Dodge are becoming increasingly rare and desirable. With its unique features and recent upgrades, this pickup is truly a turnkey classic ready to be enjoyed. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Dodge with a bit of history and charm, this 1951 model is definitely worth checking out. Just be sure to do your due diligence and get a thorough inspection before making any decisions. This truck's got that old-school charm that just makes you smile. Feast your eyes on this beauty, a 1941 Ford Business Coupe Super Deluxe that's been built to impress on every level. First off, let's talk about the heart of this classic. Under the hood, you'll find a powerful 276 cubic inch engine featuring a 59 AB block, a 49 Merc crank with a 4-inch stroke, Offenhauser heads and intake, Mallory ignition, an ISKY 77B cam, and Stromberg 97's carburetors. This engine is a masterpiece of vintage performance engineering, ready to deliver a thrilling ride every time you hit the gas. Paired with a 39 Ford top-loader manual transmission, this coupe offers a driving experience that's both engaging and authentic. But the performance doesn't stop there. This Ford has won many first-place trophies, a testament to its exceptional build quality and attention to detail. The car's clean condition and stunning red exterior, matched with a red interior, make it a showstopper on the road and at car shows. With approximately 80,000 miles on the odometer, this business coupe has been well cared for and is ready for its next chapter. Now let's talk about the condition of this beauty. According to the seller, the car is in clean condition, which is a great sign for a vehicle of this age. The combination of its meticulously maintained engine and the classic styling of the Super Deluxe package ensures that this Ford not only performs well, but also looks the part. As for the price, the seller is asking $28,000 for this coupe. While that might seem a bit steep for some buyers, it's important to remember that this is no ordinary vintage car. With its high-performance engine and award-winning pedigree, this Ford is a serious contender for any classic car enthusiast. The seller doesn't mention anything about the car's location or availability for test drives, so if you're seriously interested, be sure to reach out for more details. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic car that's ready to impress both on the road and at shows, this 1941 Ford Business Coupe Super Deluxe is definitely worth checking out. With its powerful engine, award-winning history, and stunning good looks, this car is sure to turn heads and capture hearts wherever it goes. Just be prepared to enjoy the ride of a lifetime. Take a moment to admire the 1953 Packard Patrician that's ready to hit the road. First off, let's talk about the condition of this classic. According to the seller, the car is in clean condition and is described as a sound, rumbling beast, which indicates confidence in its mechanical reliability. The vehicle runs and drives smoothly down the road, though the seller notes it could benefit from a minor tune-up to ensure peak performance. Under the hood, you'll find a Dodge 360 V8 engine paired with a 2-speed Powerglide transmission, both having approximately 20,000 miles on them. This setup promises a robust driving experience, making it a turnkey classic for any enthusiast. Now, let's talk about the exterior. The seller mentions some cosmetic damage, particularly on the rear quarter panels just in front of the rear wheels. While this is something to consider, it doesn't seem to overshadow the overall appeal of the car. The classic blue exterior retains its charm and is sure to catch the eye of any vintage car lover. As for the interior, the seller hasn't provided specific details about its condition. However, given the car's overall clean status, it's likely that the interior maintains the classic Packard elegance, offering a comfortable ride with a touch of nostalgia. The turn signals, headlights, and marker lights are all functional, though the brake lights currently do not work, which is an important aspect to address for road safety. Now let's talk about the price. The seller is asking $5,000 or best offer for this Patrician. While that might seem a bit steep for a car that's over 70 years old, it's important to remember that classic packages like this one are becoming increasingly rare and desirable. With its solid mechanical condition and iconic design, this Patrician could be a great investment for any classic car enthusiast. The seller doesn't mention anything about the car's location or availability for test drives, so if you're seriously interested, be sure to inquire for more details. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Packard that's ready to hit the road and turn heads wherever it goes, this 1953 Patrician is definitely worth checking out. With its reliable mechanics and timeless blue exterior, this car is sure to provide plenty of smiles per mile for its lucky new owner. Get ready to be impressed with a 1941 Plymouth Deluxe that's just waiting for the right person to appreciate its vintage charm. First off, let's talk about the condition of this classic. The seller describes it as being in excellent mechanical condition, which is a promising start. The car features a straight flat-top 6-cylinder engine with an Offenhauser intake and dual single-barrel carburetors, paired with a 3-speed manual transmission on the column. It has been upgraded to a 12-volt system with a 12-volt battery, ensuring modern reliability. The car starts, runs, and drives perfectly with no smoke, fluid leaks, or mechanical issues, as demonstrated in a video provided by the seller. Now, let's talk about the potential of this Plymouth Deluxe. With its classic styling and well-preserved exterior, this car could be a real head-turner. The Tweety Bird yellow single-stage enamel paint is approximately 25 years old, but has been well-maintained, covered, and stored indoors. The body boasts zero rust, no paint bubbles, and no dents, making it a solid foundation for any classic car enthusiast. One thing that sets this Deluxe apart is the completeness of its exterior chrome, trim, moldings, and emblems, which are in very nice driver condition. The trunk is also well presented, featuring matching brown carpet and a spare tire, adding to the car's overall appeal. As for the mileage, the seller notes that the car has been driven 10,000 miles since its restoration, with the odometer showing 39,752 miles. This is a relatively low mileage for a car of this age, indicating that it has been well cared for over the years. Now let's talk about the price. The seller is asking $13,999 for this Plymouth Deluxe. While that might seem a bit steep for some buyers, it's important to remember that these classic Plymouths are becoming increasingly rare and desirable. The excellent mechanical condition and rust-free body make this car a worthwhile investment for the right buyer. Located in Southern California, this car is ready to be enjoyed by its next owner. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Plymouth Deluxe that's ready to hit the road and turn heads wherever it goes, this 1941 model is definitely worth checking out. Here's your chance to see a classic, a 1955 Chevrolet 150 that's been seriously upgraded and is ready to hit the streets. First off, let's talk about the heart of this beast. Under the hood, you'll find a powerful big block Mopar 512 engine paired with a 727 transmission featuring a trans brake and line locks. This setup ensures that the Chevy is ready to deliver impressive performance and acceleration. With these Pro Street modifications, this Chevrolet 150 is built for both power and precision, making it an exciting ride for any enthusiast. But the upgrades don't stop there. This Chevy is all steel with glass windows, maintaining its classic integrity while being equipped for modern performance. The car is described as a very nice driver, not a show car, which means it's been built to be enjoyed on the road rather than just admired from afar. Now let's talk about the condition of this Chevrolet 150. The seller describes it as being in good, clean condition, which is always a positive sign. With only 10,000 miles on the odometer since its modifications, this classic has plenty of life left in it, offering reliability alongside its impressive performance. As for the price, the seller is asking $29,500 for this Chevy. Considering all of the upgrades and the overall condition of the car, this seems like a fair price for a seriously cool ride. The striking orange exterior paired with a charcoal interior gives this car a distinctive look that's sure to turn heads wherever it goes. It's worth noting that while the seller provides details about the mechanical upgrades, they don't mention specifics about the interior features or any potential cosmetic imperfections. If you're seriously interested in this Chevrolet 150, it's definitely worth reaching out to get more information. As with any used car purchase, it's always a good idea to get a thorough inspection before making a final decision. Overall, if you're in the market for a seriously upgraded classic that's ready to tear up the streets, this 1955 Chevrolet 150 is definitely worth checking out. With a clean title and a reasonable price tag, this Chevy could be the perfect addition to any car enthusiast collection. You're in for a real treat today. A 1958 Edsel Ranger hardtop that's sure to turn heads wherever it goes. First off, let's talk about the condition of this Edsel. According to the seller, it's in good running condition, which is always a positive sign for a classic car. The car features a solid body and a well-maintained interior, both finished in a striking turquoise color that captures the essence of the era. This Edsel is a great Saturday night cruiser, embodying the spirit of classic American cars. Under the hood, you'll find a 390 engine, which has been installed in place of the original 361. This engine is dressed in all the original Edsel bracketry and sheet metal, painted in the original Edsel colors, so it maintains an authentic appearance. The car is equipped with a dual exhaust system featuring Flowmasters, giving it a distinctive sound that enhances its American graffiti-style vibe. It's fitted with 16-inch torque thrust wheels, adding to its classic yet slightly modified look. Now let's talk about the price. The seller is asking $9,500 for this Edsel Ranger, which seems like a fair deal given its condition and unique features. The seller emphasizes that the car is for sale, not on sale, indicating confidence in its value. This Edsel is part of a collection being sold due to a move, but the seller is not in a rush, appreciating the car's qualities. While the seller doesn't provide extensive details about the car's maintenance history, they note that it's a reliable vehicle. As with any classic car purchase, it's always a good idea to get a thorough inspection before making a final decision. This ensures that you understand the car's condition and any potential issues. Overall, this 1958 Edsel Ranger is a real find for anyone in the market for a classic car with a bit of character and style. If you're in the market for a classic Edsel that's ready to cruise and turn heads, this 1958 model is definitely worth checking out. With its vibrant turquoise paint, solid mechanical condition, and unique styling, this car is sure to provide plenty of smiles per mile. Take a look at this beauty, a 1956 DeSoto Firedome that's in clean condition and ready to hit the road. First off, let's talk about the engine. Under the hood, you'll find a drivetrain update featuring a 318 engine paired with a 727 automatic transmission. This combination promises a smooth and reliable driving experience, enhanced by the fact that the transmission has been recently rebuilt with less than 100 miles on it. The addition of air conditioning and power brakes further enhances the driving comfort, making this classic car not only a joy to drive, but also practical for modern use. Now let's talk about the overall condition of this DeSoto. The seller describes it as clean, and while the restoration was completed 20 years ago, it still presents well. The car features a nice interior, offering a comfortable and stylish ride. The exterior is finished in a striking red color, though the seller notes a few spots on the right fender, as shown in pictures. These minor imperfections are not uncommon in classic cars and do not detract significantly from the car's overall appeal. The odometer shows 82,000 miles, which is reasonable for a car of this age. The car also comes with new rear tires, a nice bonus that adds to its road readiness. As for the price, the seller is asking $6,800 for this DeSoto Firedome. While that may seem like a lot for some buyers, it's important to consider the updates and features this car offers. The drivetrain update, along with the rebuilt transmission and additional comforts like AC, make this DeSoto a solid investment for the right buyer. It's always a good idea to see a car in person before making a final decision. So, if you're seriously interested in this Firedome, it might be worth making the trip to check it out firsthand. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic DeSoto Firedome that's in clean condition and ready to hit the road, this 1956 model is definitely worth checking out. With its updated drivetrain, comfortable interior, and classic styling, this car is sure to provide plenty of smiles per mile. While the price may be a bit steep for some buyers, the car's features and condition could make it a worthwhile investment for the right enthusiast. We got a treat in store for you. A 1960 Ford F-100 pickup with a 1958 front grille and hood that's sure to turn heads wherever it goes. First off, let's talk about the history of this truck. According to the seller, this rare short wide box pickup has been professionally rebuilt with no shortcuts taken, ensuring that it stands out as a truly unique classic. The combination of a 1960 body with a 1958 grille and hood adds a distinctive touch that any Ford enthusiast would appreciate. Now, let's talk about the condition of this F-100. The seller describes it as being in very good condition, and based on the details provided, it's easy to see why. The exterior is finished in a striking red color, matched by a red interior, creating a cohesive and eye-catching appearance. The truck features a wood bed, adding a touch of nostalgia and craftsmanship to its overall look. Under the hood, you'll find a 302 engine and transmission donated from a Lincoln Mark 7, providing both fuel injection and automatic overdrive. This modern upgrade ensures a smooth and efficient driving experience. Additional features include vintage AC, Dolphin instruments, Shark gauges, an Alpine stereo, Monroe shocks, a nostalgia shifter, power steering, power disc brakes, a tilt wheel, and a power seat. These enhancements make this F-100 not only a classic beauty, but also a comfortable and enjoyable ride. As for the price, the seller is asking $34,950 for this F-100. While that may seem like a lot for a pickup, it's important to keep in mind that well-maintained and uniquely customized examples like this one are becoming increasingly rare. Given the truck's very good condition, professional rebuild, and extensive list of modern features, it could be a solid investment for the right buyer. Overall, if you're in the market for a classic Ford F-100 that's been thoughtfully upgraded and is ready to hit the road, this 1960 model is definitely worth checking out. With its unique styling, modern comforts, and solid mechanical upgrades, this truck is sure to provide plenty of smiles per mile. Whether you're a collector or just someone who appreciates a well-crafted classic, this F-100 could be the perfect addition to your garage. Prepare for a real classic treat, a 1960 Nash Metropolitan convertible that's ready to hit the road and turn some heads. First off, let's talk about the condition of this charming classic. The seller describes it as almost completely restored and always garaged, which is a great sign of care and preservation. With no rust and a history of being a local Coronado car, this Metropolitan has been well loved over the years. One of the standout features of this particular Nash is its low mileage. With only 29,100 original miles, mostly driven around Coronado, this car has plenty of life left in it. It's rare to find a classic with such low mileage, making it a fantastic opportunity for collectors or enthusiasts. The car has undergone extensive recent maintenance, including a new brake system, springs, shocks, tires, and a full exhaust system. The engine has been tuned up with a rebuilt distributor and carburetor, new belts, and a fuel pump, ensuring it runs smoothly and reliably. Another appealing aspect of this Metropolitan is its vibrant red exterior, repainted a few years ago and still in great shape, paired with a black interior. All lights, turn signals, and gauges are functional, and the glass is in excellent condition. This car is not just a visual delight, but also a fun drive, making it a real attention-getter. As for the price, the seller is asking $17,500 for this Nash Metropolitan. While it may seem like a significant investment for a car of this age, the extensive restoration and low mileage make it a compelling offer. The car comes with its original repair manual and receipts for most of the work, adding to its value and authenticity. It's worth noting that the car will need a new clutch at some point, and it lacks a top frame, although the canvas is included. These are minor considerations for a car of this caliber and history. Recently serviced by Mel's Auto in San Marcos, this Metropolitan is ready for its next chapter. Overall, if you're in the market for a beautifully restored classic convertible that's been meticulously cared for, this 1960 Nash Metropolitan is definitely worth checking out. With its low mileage, excellent condition, and charming history, this car is sure to provide plenty of smiles per mile. Let me tell you about this interesting piece of American automotive history. A 1929 Ford Model A Delivery that's currently listed for $26,000. This isn't your everyday classic, folks. Let's be real here, Model A deliveries are pretty unique, and this burgundy beauty with a gray interior comes with some fascinating features. It's powered by a GM V6 motor paired with a GM 350 automatic transmission, and it boasts a local shifter for smooth gear transitions. The current owner has clearly invested in its upkeep, evident from the new Krager wheels and tires, which enhance both performance and aesthetics. The good news? This vintage car starts, runs, and drives well, with all essential systems in working order. It features an aluminum intake and a Holley 4-barrel carburetor, making it quite peppy for its age. The air conditioning is a welcome addition, providing comfort on those warm days. The interior is described as nice, maintaining the classic charm while offering modern conveniences like an AM/FM stereo. Now, let's be transparent about a few things. While this car is in very good condition, it's always wise to conduct a thorough inspection before making a purchase, especially with classic cars for sale. The odometer shows 69,000 miles, but given its age, it's important to verify the condition through a detailed examination. At $26,000, you're looking at a relatively rare piece of Ford history. While it's not perfect, it appears to be a solid running example of a model that's becoming increasingly hard to find. Remember, these Model A deliveries are getting scarcer by the year, and finding one that's both running and complete isn't easy. This car's unique combination of vintage style and modern upgrades makes it a standout choice for collectors and enthusiasts alike. If you're interested in owning a piece of automotive history, this 1929 Ford Model A Delivery is definitely worth considering. With its impressive engine setup, nice paint, and overall good condition, it offers a lot for the right buyer. Just make sure to inspect it thoroughly, as these old classics always have their quirks.